Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Said Faisal, your learning and presentation specialist. Today my video is about on how to improve your leadership skills. So, there are three tips on how you can polish up or improve your leadership skills. Let's look into our first tip. In order for you to strengthen your leadership skills, you need to know the types of leadership style that exist out there. One of it is the transformational leadership style. This leadership style uses these four channels on your followers, which you do by inspiring your employee, your follower through motivation, intellectual stimulation, individual consideration, and idealized influence. So this idea came from James McGregor Burns, who introduced the concept of transformational leadership in his 1978 book called Leadership. He defined transformational leadership as a process where leaders and their followers raise one another to higher levels of morality and motivation. Now, let's look at our first tip on how to motivate your follower, your employee, your staff. One of it is by motivating and influencing your employee through IQ stimulation and individual consideration. If you ask me how to stimulate your followers through IQ, I would say there are three ways or three strategies. One of it is by giving challenges to your staff so that their motivation will burst to strive for that challenge. Second is by putting up some goals so that they can see their destination. And lastly, by inspiring them with stories and metaphor. These strategies all engages your followers' brain and it's very powerful. I would really suggest for you to try it out with your followers or your employee. Okay, and then next on how to influence through individual consideration is by getting to know them personally about their strength, their weaknesses, and followed up by giving task that is compatible with them. You see, each one of us has our own personality that makes us what we are today. As a wise leader, assign tasks that enhance your employees' performance rather than destroying them emotionally and physically. Next, for the second tip on how to improve your leadership skill is by giving social rewards. Most leaders think that they can have many followers by giving out to them materialistic things. The thing is, it doesn't last long. From now on, praise your staff. Don't just offer material rewards. Well, money is indeed important in our life, but then offer social rewards. Research suggests that when you praise your employee, they live up to that label. Let's look a little deeper on how you can praise your staff or your followers. First, find one good act of your staff, praise that action, but don't praise the person. Always praise the action. This will motivate him or her to repeat the same action next time. Besides that, mention in front of others about how well did he or she performed. Make sure you do this sincerely, don't fake it. People have the ability to notice either we are doing it sincerely or just pretending. Next, for the third tips on how to improve leadership skill is by using emotion and intuition versus logic. Research suggests that people prefer intuition and emotion rather than logic, which means you have to be empathy when you rule out a certain decision on a given situation. Don't just be logic every time. After all, we are humans with heart and soul. Either way, make sure you have a blend so that your leadership decisions balanced. So, if you ask me how I can use my emotional and intuition, these are some of the ways give your followers what they want. First is by giving your followers what they want, satisfy them so that they can satisfy you. Next, make them feel important, empower them, show your sympathy, so that they know you are affectionate rather than too logical. Last but not least, respect their idea, voice, view, and opinion. I think that's all from me. That's all from me. That's all my viewers. Can you say again the three tips I just shared just now? First is what? Yes, first is by motivating and influencing your employee, um, staff or followers through IQ stimulation and individual consideration. Second, give social rewards. And lastly, use emotion and intuition rather than logic. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. See you again on my next video. Bye bye.